First off, we have a center for tutoring on each of the 5 campuses, and now the hours for each differ a little bit, but for the most part, we stay consistent. Um, the tutoring that we give to students is where they come in with problems of their classwork or homework, whatever it may be. They come in and then we sit down with them one on one, and we help them work through their problems. So, like, if they don't understand how to start on their homework, like if they have a math problem, they don't know what formulas to use, we can kind of sit down with them and lead them to the right answer. We try our best to just not give them the answer outright. We want them to kind of figure it out on themselves, but we are also there to like just give them a helping hand. Most of us are peer tutors, so we're students ourselves. And so that kind of limits some of the stuff we can do. Um, for instance, we can't say like there might be some problems that we don't necessarily know how to solve, and so we'll recommend you go to the professor to get help for that one specific problem. But we will try our best to help you figure it out. Um, now, most of the tutors that we have are going to be certified to tutor in their specific field or however many fields they do. So, for example, I tutor biology, chemistry, computer science, and math because I've taken classes in those and I've passed them. So I know what to expect with those so I can help. Now, we also help them with study skills and various methods that they can use. Now, those tools and methods might be content specifics, like if they're having trouble studying for math, then we might recommend them to just do a bunch of practice and with math problems of the similar type. And for those, we will either give them worksheets or they can go find them in other places. It's all based off of what the student wants and needs. Um, Biology, on the other hand, we might have them make flashcards so that they can just go through it and memorize stuff. It all just depends on what problem that student is having and in what subject. We don't really do a lot of writing in English. Um we have a writing center on campus and online that you can go and get help from with your writing stuff. Like if you're writing a paper for a class and you're not sure if it's right or if the grammar's right, you can submit it to them and schedule an appointment and they will help you with that. But beyond that, we don't really have in-person tutoring for history or sociology, those kinds of subjects. But we do have a lot of STEM tutors that you can come and meet in person. That being said, if you're looking for a specific tutor, you can fill out a form online and our assistant director of, over tutoring will help you get in touch with a tutor that can help you. So it's not just limited to just STEM and writing. We have others online that you can get help from. We prefer that you at least attempt some of the problems on the homework, like just try to work through it. That way, you know what your issue is before you come in. That way, we can spend more time helping you instead of figuring out what it is you're having issues with. That being said, if you don't understand what you just went through in class, you can come in and we'll help you. And so that's going to be like you asking questions like, "What does this mean?" or "How would I go about solving this?" And we might lead you off with like, do you have any notes from class or from the textbook? If so, can you pull them out? Let's go to this part where you either covered it in class or it was missed or you just forgot about it because that can happen sometimes. Um, and then we'll kind of ask you questions like, so what do you think would be the best way to solve this? And then after you give your response, we'll either be like, yeah, that's a good way to solve it, or why don't we look at some other way? Um, just to kind of help you get to the answer on your by yourself, but we will be there to help you. One thing that should be addressed is that there's no cost to getting tutoring. It's absolutely free. You already pay for it in your tuition, so if you're worried about how much it's going to cost to come in get tutoring, don't worry about it. There's it's free to come. We also have tutoring through Teams. There's a tutoring channel where you can go in and get help immediately if there's some class that you need help with.